everybody. Happy Thursday and welcome to High Notes. I just wanted to kind of introduce you to the story, the backdrop, the background behind our cross here in the sanctuary at Crosslink Church. A lot of people, when they come in here, the very first thing that they're drawn to, obviously, is the cross. This is what we highlight as soon as you walk in. The lights, it's the centerpiece of our sanctuary. And if you walk into any sanctuary, in any church, I think that's probably the most appropriate thing to center on is the cross, because that's the hope of our salvation, what Jesus Christ did on the cross. So the story behind it is this. All the way back in 2013, I went to Pastor Mark Smith's farm and rummaged around his creek bed area to find some limbs that had fallen from trees that I thought were just the right limbs. It took us a while. I loaded them in my truck, brought them back here, and me and a past church member, Jamie Hollifield, we worked all night long, choosing the exact right limbs to put on this 4x4 cross, and it did. It took us all night long. I mean, it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. We were still trying to hang it from the ceiling, and it was a miracle. We actually had some guys who were still around that were able to help us pull it up, hoist it up, and get it latched down and solidified for our service that started that morning, Easter morning. And just, when people came in, they were just blown away by it. We had some questions too, though. You know, why did you change the cross that we see here before? You know, there was nothing wrong with the cross before. It was a beautiful cross. It was highly polished, sanded down, very smooth, and just a very nice cross. So my compliments to the person who created it. But to be honest with you, I had a little bit of an issue with it. The cross that Christ died on wasn't very, very smooth. It wasn't sanded down to get rid of all of the splinters that were on that wood. There wasn't a varnish on the cross that Christ was crucified on. And I felt like it was important for us to understand the hymn, the old rugged cross. It was old. It was rugged. It wasn't something comfortable that Jesus Christ was crucified on. And that's important for us to understand, not just because of the choice of execution that the Romans chose for him, but the fact that the sins of the world that were poured out upon him, the punishment for the sins of the world poured out upon him, it wasn't nice. It wasn't comforting. It wasn't comfortable, but it was painful in every sense of the word. And so when we look at a cross, either here at Crosslink Church, or if we look at a cross at another church sanctuary, or in a funeral home, or at a grave site, we need to be reminded that his sacrifice wasn't comfortable. It wasn't easy, but his love for us caused him to endure the pain, the agony of all of these sins and the torture that he received, so that we could have forgiveness of sins. And so today, I want you to remember the sacrifice that Christ made for you and for me. And let us be thankful, and let us give our lives back in return as living sacrifices for him. I hope you have a great day.